Mmm. Mmm. That's yummy. Hi everyone and welcome back to Googie's Kitchen, and if you're new here then hello and welcome. My name's Alexis, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you how to make this delicious slow cooker chickpea and potato curry. As I just mentioned, today I'm going to be making a slow cooker chickpea and potato curry, and this recipe is really easy. It uses a slow cooker, so it's just going to cook away and you're going to have a delicious meal at the end of the day, I promise you. So for this recipe you will need one leek. So I chopped the top and the tail off of the leek and then I just simply sliced it. You'll also need potatoes. So I've got about 800 grams of potatoes. I'd say this recipe serves 4, so I'd say 800 to 1 kilo of potatoes, and I've just simply sliced and diced them into about 1-inch pieces. If you wanted smaller pieces than that, then you could cut them smaller if you want to. And then I also have 1 carrot as well that I've peeled and diced as well. So I've just diced them into about 1 centimetre pieces. And then I also have 2 cloves of garlic that I've peeled and sliced, and I'm going to throw all of these, well not throw, I'm going to put all of these ingredients into my slow cooker pot. Now I'm going to put the chickpeas into the slow cooker pot, and I am using dried chickpeas for this recipe. If you want to, you can use tinned, and you can use 1 to 2 large tins of chickpeas if you want to. I do prefer to use dried. They are cheaper and they are slightly better for the body as well, but they are quite time consuming, so they do take a little while to cook before you can put them into the slow cooker. So what I did was I weighed and measured them yesterday, and then I poured cold water on them and I put them in the fridge overnight. Then this morning I drained them through the colander over the sink, and then I washed them and I cooked. And then I put them into a large saucepan with loads of water. So I made sure that the water covered the chickpeas, and then I had about 1 inch above as well. And then I added a little bit of baking powder and salt to them, and I let them cook away. And then once they cooked, I drained them and I rinsed them again. And now what I'm going to do is I'm finally going to put them in their resting place, which is my slow cooker pot. So they have been on quite a journey those, so I'm going to put those into my slow cooker pot. And I also have some sliced green beans here. These are frozen. I've just simply taken them out of the packet from the freezer. You can use frozen or you can use fresh if you want to. So I'm going to add those in, and then I have to go and grab myself a teaspoon, so I won't be a moment. Now I'm going to add my spices for this recipe. So I have some mild chili powder. So I'm going to add about 1 teaspoon of mild chili powder to this recipe. And then I'm also going to add about 1 teaspoon of ground turmeric as well. Turmeric just gives it a lovely colour, and also it adds a little bit of extra flavour to this as well. It makes it slightly more spicy but not too spicy. If you wanted to use hot chili powder or mild or medium chili powder, then you can. I have a little boy, he's 9, he likes spice but he doesn't like it too spicy, so I always use mild chili powder in my recipes. And I've also got some ground cinnamon here as well, and I'm going to add about a teaspoon of ground cinnamon, and this just adds a little bit of sweetness. I would normally add ground sweet cinnamon, but I have run out. But if you can get ground sweet cinnamon, it does make everything taste really good, so I would recommend using ground sweet cinnamon if you can get it. And I've also got ginger here, so I'm going to add about a teaspoon of ginger. Again, that just adds a little bit of spice to it. And then I've also got some dried oregano, depending on which country you're standing in. So I'm going to add that to the pot as well. And then I've got some ground black pepper that I'm going to pop into. Just a little bit. As I said, we like it spicy, we don't like it too spicy. And then of course I'm going to add in some salt as well. Salt and pepper to your taste. If you like it spicier, then please add more. So I'm just going to add about a teaspoon of salt to that as well. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in about 800 mils of vegetable stock. We aren't vegans, I'd just like to say. If you look at this channel, you will notice that we aren't vegans. We do have a lot of meat meals. We generally tend to have meat and vegan or vegetarian meals. So I am actually using beef stock today. So if you wanted to make this taste a bit meatier, then you could use chicken or beef stock as well. Obviously, if you're a vegan, don't use beef stock, not a good idea. Or if you're feeding this to vegans, don't use beef stock. But yes, I am using beef stock, but the recipe does say vegetable stock. So I'm just going to pour the beef stock over, and I'm just going to mix these ingredients round. And while I'm mixing this together, I just want to say that if you like recipe videos like this one and you want to see more, then please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and please give this video a big thumbs up if you've enjoyed it as well. It really helps me out. So yeah, anyway, I'm off to get the lid because I've left it over there. I will be back in a moment. I've grabbed the lid for the slow cooker pot, and everything in the pot has been mixed together really well. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the pot on to high for 3 to 4 hours. But if you wanted to cook it for longer than that, you could put it on low for 7 to 8 hours. And I would make sure that you do cook it for that length of time. The potatoes will cook, but they do take a little while in a slow cooker to cook. And the best potatoes I would say to use are Marius Pipers as well. Has been 4 hours, and I am going to turn the slow cooker off, and I'm going to serve myself some of this curry. It smells really good, I have to say. It smells really nice. Yeah. So I'm just going to serve myself a little bit of this curry. I'm going to get some of the gravy as well. And I'm just going to try a little bit of this just to see what it tastes like. It is stonking hot, so I might have to wait a few moments and blow on it. As my grandmother used to say, just blow on it, it'll be fine. I don't know why grandparents do that or parents do that. I don't think it really works, do you? That is really yummy. Oh, that's so nice. The chickpeas are really tender. Let's try some of the potato as well while we're here. As I said, Marius Pipers are the best potatoes for cooking in the slow cooker. They seem to cook the best. So if you want a potato, if you want to know what potato, I would say Marius Pipers are the best ones. That's yummy. That's how you make my delicious slow cooker chickpea and potato curry, and that recipe I will link in the description box below for you. As I mentioned earlier, we're going to be having this for our dinner this evening, and it smells and tastes so good, I can't wait. So for now, that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to give me a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. And please feel free to leave any comments below. And please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. See you all soon. Bye.